Well, good evening, gentlemen. Aaron here with Christian men going their own way or attempting to go our own way. So I thought I'd check in with you. It's been a little while. I've had my hands full. I decided to raise my own food this year. Since Uncle Sam never ceased to quit pulling shenanigans. And I have the question in the back of my head, where's our food going to come from? And with this COVID nonsense going on, so like I said, I made the decision. And gardening is a lot of work. You guys have no idea, especially if you're trying to do it to provide like a year's worth of food and then preserve it. That's a whole nother thing. So I've been occupied with this and just trying to keep up with the nonsense going on, and haven't had too much to say. Same old crap going on. Yeah, I got onion. These are peppers and peas that are not growing worth a crap. We'll just give you a little tour here. I found some of my onions the other day. This got out of control with the weeds. So far, this is all organic, or as organic as it can get. There's some showing through pretty good. There's about 100 pepper plants here. They're not doing very good. I think the soil was too hard. I didn't till it up enough. I've got some compost, bacteria-laden compost to throw on it, and we'll try that. I let this get out of control. These were my beans that kept getting eaten by rabbits and deer, so I just let the weeds cover them for a little while, and hopefully they should sprout up. Here is squash row. There's 3 different varieties of winter squash in here. I think there's probably 80 plants. So, you know what the really sick part is? I have asked several friends of mine who've got families if I could hire some help for weeding and stuff. Absolutely no one wanted to help pull weeds. Even if I was offered to pay him, no one wanted to help. Everybody was too busy or something. I don't get it. I really don't. So so people don't have a clue what it takes to raise food, especially up in the Midwest here, where we got winter, 2 seasons, winter and winter coming. But yeah, I don't know what people are thinking these days. I only know about two or three other people that raise a substantial amount of food, but nothing to sustain them through over a year. I mean, you could eat field corn if you wanted to, but so I've done all this myself, and I'm not bragging or anything. It's just time consuming. Here's 330 hills of potatoes. I can see the deer have been through, making tracks through here. I had a school bus here, and I bought another one here to use it for a west wind block so it wouldn't blow everything to bits. So yeah, I think we're witnessing the collapse of a society that can't successfully reproduce and maintain itself. Is a sick society, and we're seeing the death of our society. I mean, if you can't even, I don't know what to say anymore. It's like just dumbfounded at how people operate, but many countryside Christian families can't even figure out how to raise their own food or even put any effort into it. Well, keep going around here. I guess go back around here. I got quite a few tomato plants all as well. A lot of junk cars. I threw them all over here for a wind block, or moved them. had to get organized, but there's 280 tomato plants in here. There's 5 rows of 54 and a few 54 plants and a few on the end rows. It's plus or minus 15 plants, technically speaking. My fence fell down here. And I've noticed when it rains, the leaves start curling on these tomato plants, meaning we have poison rain. It takes them a couple of days to come out of it. Some varieties are a little tougher, it looks like, but I don't know. Stuff they're doing, jack around with our weather and crap, and spraying, with the chemtrailing and or the geoengineering, whichever you want to call it, stratospheric aerosol injection, poisoning our sky, creating or attempting to create a grand solar minimum, which is all bull crap. They keep pushing that nonsense, and it's geoengineering. Not too hard to figure out. Put my rodent control up there. So we're back at square one here, but yeah, I'm just amazed at how far gone our society is when you can't even hire anybody to help with a garden. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, yeah, here. Everybody's got to have a side-by-side, so here's this one. This one's $100. So she's a beaut. Can't beat that with a rubber hose. Someone's high school project they wanted rid of, so I use it around the property here. And so this is a lot of what I've been up to. I'll show you the latest rendition of the my electric chair for bugs. So since the bugs get pretty nasty around here, they'll actually clog these zappers up. It'll completely short out the transformer, burn both of them up. So inside the bucket here is a neon sign transformer with I think it's 9,000 volts, and it's got a little amperage behind it. And I had to resistor it down on the input side, on the 110 input side, so it wouldn't just continually arc inside here. But it just sits there and crackles, waiting for somebody to show up. You probably can't hear it, but it's buzzing pretty good, even though it's not arcing. Anyways, that's the fun around here, I guess. Oh, we got a juicer going in there. Oh, gone. We'll start them on fire. So, anyways, back to my ugly mug here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know what people are going to do if they keep pushing this COVID thing. And round 2 is being engineered. I don't know if you guys are paying attention or not. So I'm just tired. It's been a lot of work. I spent all day yesterday doing stuff around here, trimming tomatoes, pruning them actually, and them things will get out of control. And I got sunburnt pretty good, so kind of tired. On my knees for 4 or 5 hours straight out here. So yeah, life's hard, and I don't know what people are going to do when the food starts running out. So the country's locked down again. Good luck to us. So anyways, guys, yeah, I mean, I could use a helper out here, but women are so solipsistic. I'm just baffled by how narcissistic and solipsistic women are, how they think everything revolves around them. It's just amazing. And I spent an hour and a half on the phone one night with a lady that's about, she's probably 15 years older than I am. Just a neighbor, her husband died. And it was non-stop her badgering me about how I need to change so that I could find somebody. I said, it's not my job to find anybody. I'm the one in control here. I'm the one that does everything. And she couldn't handle that. I had to correct her every time for over an hour and a half on every subject. It was so, she's never been checked. It was all her and all what she thought. She thought I even should get rid of my motorcycle. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? She thought the motorcycle I rode was a problem. I got a modified Honda CX650 Turbo. It's 1983 factory fuel injected and turbocharged, and it's part street bike, part sport bike, kind of a mix of the two. And yes, it's 38 years old now, and I can pull on 1,000cc bikes, crotch rockets. I'm not getting rid of that thing. I've had it for 21 years. Why would I change? It works good. It's fun. Anyways, yeah, it's just crap like that. And yeah. But we're watching a sixth society perishing, so I guess don't put too much weight in what people have to say, and because they're aborting themselves. Yeah, our nation has aborted itself. So, anyways, that's all right. I mean, it's not my problem. So, I can just sit back here and watch the sunset in my $100 side-by-side. So, anyways, guys, I don't have much else to say. I'm just tired here. Oh, I do want to share some stuff that I've learned, and some of you probably already know this is going on. A couple of websites to check out, or YouTube channels. One of them is the Justinian Deception. Justinian Deception. I'll say it again. I think they found the way out what our government has done, and have screwed up our language to the point where we get in a courtroom, the judge is speaking a totally different language, we're speaking a different language, and the judge does what he wants. And take some notes on that Justinian Deception channel, and you'll see what's going on. I think it's the way out. And there's one other similar channel, has to do with correct sentence structure, parse, syntax, grammar, basically writing logical English in contracts. And all of our contracts are null and void because they're not written with logical writing. And so a guy by the name of David Wynn Miller, W-Y-N-N Miller, wrote a mathematical interface on grammar, and it has basically debunked almost, or I shouldn't say almost, but all of our current contracts, because our language has been screwed up and bastardized. So David Wynn Miller, he passed away a couple of years ago, but I think he left us a pretty good gift. And the Justinian Deception has pointed out that our writing, most of our writing that we see in all capital letters, is actually dog Latin. So it's a debased form of Latin. And it doesn't read anything. It's hieroglyphics and symbols. So, and one other guy you should probably listen to is a guy by the name of Peter Nolan. He's got he's on YouTube. His channel is Global Man, and he's in the same boat as far as pointing out the nonsense. Peter probably knows these guys I'm talking about, and I think Peter's out of the system as well. So Peter had one of the highest, if not the highest, profile divorce case that spanned 3 or 4 nations. So And anyways, I'm gonna check out here. I gotta try to work on my pepper plants to get them to grow a little better, throw some stuff on them. So anyways, guys, keep going. Don't stop the Mgtow thing. I mean, it's not easy. I still fight it every day. I wish I had a helper out here. I could really use one, but since these women have they're so corrupt in their thinking. Most of them are land whales. They can't control themselves. They can't control what they're putting in their face. They're shameless. The way they dress, I don't know. It's just amazing. So, anyways, yeah, it's not easy out here. So you guys know that. So a lot of disappointments. We've been fed a line of crap, but at least we got each other to share this information and talk to each other about this stuff. So that's the good thing. Camaraderie's back. Anyways, guys, have a good night. Aaron here with Christian Men Going Their Own Way. Signing off.